We're doing a fall stamp today for my mom. And this is the rubber that you use for the part that will touch the ink. And the, I'm sorry, honey, I just blanked it. 200 speed, 200 millimeters per second speed, and 50% power maximum, 5% minimum. Yeah. Okay. All right, so this is going to be a leaf, and it's obviously going to be mirrored so that when she puts it in the ink pad and puts it to paper, it'll read correctly. Ready whenever you are, honey. Oh, 8 minutes. Okay. All right, well, we'll come back when there's something to look at. I won't hold you here for 8 minutes. Okay, we're closing in on about 4 minutes. And this is what it looks like. Obviously, we'll have to clean a lot of that white stuff off of there. Looks like there's some kind of something going on the end, honey. Looks like perforated or something. Can you see that?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. See when I pull it up.
I think we're gonna have to redo this.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. That doesn't look right. I've never seen it do that on any of the stamps that we've made. So, all right, we'll keep you posted. Okay, so I didn't clean this all the way, but you can see the light going through here. Cameron thinks that we used a different lens. He thinks that we used the 2-inch lens the last time we did stamps, which was, the 4-inch lens the last time we did stamps, which was probably a year ago. And so he is using the 2-inch lens right now, which he says focuses better and emits more power. So he's making some adjustments right now to use what? He's shaking his head now.
It doesn't emit more power, it focuses
the
power better.
It focuses the power better. I'm sorry. He keeps shaking his head and laughing at me. Ah, well, whatever it is, it's hotter because we've never gotten, or to me it's more powerful because we've got holes in it. So I didn't bother cleaning this all the way. I just wanted to show you guys what we ended up with. And so we're gonna adjust the settings and see if we can find something that works with the 2-inch lens versus the 4-inch lens, and we'll let you know. Okay, so Cameron went back to the 4-inch lens, correct?
Yeah.
All right, and what are the settings we're using with the 4-inch lens?
200 millimeters a second, max power 50 and minimum power 5.
Okay, wonder if that was audible.
Well, you're next to the microphone so you can repeat it. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Looks like it's doing it.
Yeah.
But only on that one side.
Yeah. Well, also it looks like sometimes when the laser gets that side, it looks like there's sparks that come off of it.
Did you have it mounted on something different? Was it directly on the honeycomb?
It's directly on the honeycomb now.
I know. Was it before though? A year ago.
I believe so.
Yeah, you might as well stop this. It's gonna just have lacy holes in it.
Well, let's try it in a totally different spot and see
Okay.
if it does it again. You ready?
Yep. really strange though. I feel like it's doing it again. I see it, it's burning above where the laser is striking. Yep, it's doing it. There's something different about what we're doing. All right, folks, we're gonna try and figure it out. Okay, we're back, and I consulted the May 21st post of when we cut stamps, so definitely a year ago, and we had it mounted on wood. So I think that maybe the laser is making the coils on the honeycomb too hot, and the laser slows down and hovers a little bit more at the very edges, right? Because it goes back and forth, back and forth. Is that part of it? No?
The laser doesn't slow down until after it's gone past the edge and has already turned the laser off.
Well, something's hotter there than elsewhere, so...
It's happening on both edges, just worse on the right than on the left.
Okay, so what are we going to do now with the powers?
We're going to do it the same as we did before. 200 millimeters per second speed, 50% max and 5% min.
Okay. Here we go, folks. We're trying again. I think it's happening again. Yep. It is, and we've switched to the other lens. So, you might as well stop it. It's not working. Okay, folks, we're back again. Cameron has decided, after close examination, that we're going to reduce the power again. And this time, what are we going for?
I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to get 25%.
25% power at, and 5% minimum?
No, I'm going to get a 2 minimum.
2 minimum. And then what's the speed going to be?
I'm going to leave it at 200.
200 millimeters per second. All right. So as you can see, we still have the wood under there. What we can't understand is why in a year the power settings are so different. I think it's happening again. It's happening.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the questions I asked was, has the rubber changed? You think it's a vibration?
Maybe.
All right, well, we're still trying to figure it out. All right, we don't know for sure if this is the problem, but can you guys hear that? That's a mirror, and it's jiggling a little. And so Cameron's going to tighten that and see if that changes anything. We're trying to figure out what's causing this because we really haven't seen it before. So now it's secure?
I think so.
Okay, well, we'll give it a go. Okay, same settings. We're gonna see if it continues to do it. Looks better already. I think that might have been it. It was unstable.
Yep. So when the head was changing directions, the mirror would shift a little bit.
Wow. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can see that well, but we don't have any more of the lacy stuff. If you look to the left of the screen, you can see all that abrasion, and now it's not there anymore. So this is half the power settings that we used a year ago, but you said Lightburn has been updated, what, twice in that time?
Several stuff may not
Several
have
times?
anything to do with it.
Okay. So I'm interested to see if we get the depth that we need. We might as well go ahead and, at least let part of this cut so that we can see if we get the depth that we need to make an actual stamp. But way to go on the sleuthing. You figured it out. So see, just a simple little adjustment like that, but you have to know the stuff that Cameron knows in order to figure out what's wrong. Because we've been messing with the power. I mean, no doubt that, you know, having the wood in the background versus the honeycomb probably makes a difference, but you don't think so?
No, I don't think it makes any difference at all.
All right, he thinks it's all the mirror then. Interesting. See, I would think that the coil heats up.
The laser's not going all the way through the rubber, so how is it heating up the coil?
It's not? So if my hand was under there, I wouldn't feel heat?
It might get warm because the rubber might get a little bit warm, but the laser is not shining through the rubber onto the honeycomb.
Well, so much for my speculation. It's all about the mirror. So it does look like you're getting pretty good depth. I'd like to compare it to the other one because it looks pretty similar to using double the power. Do you agree?
No.
No, you think it's more shallow? So are you going to go back to the original settings? The original power settings now that the mirror is stable?
I don't know. We'll measure and see how deep this is and decide.
Okay. I'm just going to whip out that caliper thing. All right, so, you know, we're here to learn for ourselves, but also to share what we learn in case anybody else wants to make some custom stamps, something fun. It doesn't have to be all serious in business. It can be something silly. You can learn from us, from our mistake. Not, you know, we didn't know that the mirror was loose. So here we go. All right, so he's got his, whoops, I'm sorry. Go ahead, do that again. So we're checking the depth of the engrave because that makes a difference when you're using a stamp. So he's got 0.84 millimeters on that one with the reduced settings, and what do we have? 1.36. So it's definitely deeper using, well, that was with the 4-inch lens, or 4-inch lens, right? No.
One was with the 4 and one was with the 2. Yes.
But this original one,
they
though.
were with different lenses and different powers, and you would expect the one with the less power to be shallower.
Yeah. Okay. So we need to pull the power back up again. Oh, and proceed. All right, we're back with a stable mirror or stabilized mirror. And what are we doing with the power now?
We're back to our original settings, 200 millimeters per second speed, 50% max, and 5% min power.
Okay. And we're not using the wood like we did in the beginning because you are asserting that it makes no difference. So here we go. We'll see. There had to have been a reason we put wood under it though in the you know, a year ago. So I hope you're right,
We
but
didn't know what we were doing a year ago.
well,
We still don't know what we're doing.
right. But I would have had the wood under there myself, but okay. Let's rock and roll. You guys can't see him, but my husband gets this grin on his face when he's really confident about something. And he's being proven right now, so he's gonna really enjoy this. Because it isn't making a difference. Although I do wonder if it's going all the way through down to the honeycomb. It looks pretty deep. I think it might be too deep. What do you think?
I think we'll find out in about 8 minutes.
I see a little bit of abrasion if you look through the camera on the ends.
Yeah.
I see that. I think we should have put the wood under it.
I think it's going to be fine.
All All right, well, he's rolling the dice, folks. You can see though on the ends that it's still doing it a little bit.
Yeah, there may be other things at play.
I think this is too much power and not enough wood, but you know, clash of the titans here. But we'll see. We'll bring you back. I truly did not expect to do such an in-depth analysis and coverage of stamp making today. I really thought that this was going to be press and go. But as it turned out, it was a useful educational lesson. So as you can see, we're almost done. Cameron has asserted that this is going to be fine. He's going to take the calipers out and measure the depth on this one. I mean, it's great from a clarity of stamping, you know, utility standpoint. I'm worried that it won't hold together because it's so deep. So we'll see. But you can see we have just a tiny faint stripe going up on each side where it looks like there's a little more hotness, power, whatever. Cameron thinks there could be something else that's loose, another mirror somewhere, or that something on the gantry is slightly loose. So we've really, you know, we've enjoyed tremendous stability and accuracy with cuts to this point.
You should actually go get your stamps and see if they have.
Well, I will. I can do that. But first we're going to take out the calipers and see, because we were at 1.36 on the
1.6.
in depth. I'll have to look again. I thought it was 1.36.
Oh, it might have been 1.36, but you said 3.
No, I didn't. I said 1.36.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought you said 3 as in 3 millimeters.
Oh, no. Okay. So where are the calipers? Moment of truth. Let's see what we have. This looks deeper to me, just to the naked eye, but we're talking about really, really small differences. I'll zoom out. 1.51, so it is deeper. .42, 1.40. So it is deeper. Well, what is the thickness of this material? Because it's not very thick. Okay, so at 1.42, we're well over 50% of the way in there.
Yeah. But these are the same settings we used on yours a year ago.
But with a 4-inch lens versus a 2-inch.
So there's still a millimeter left.
1 millimeter. All right, so we'll clean it up. Hopefully we're good. Okay, we're about to engrave the wood part of the stamp so that you know what image you're going to use for your stamp. And what are we doing here? 50% power, 300 millimeters per second. We couldn't remember, I didn't put on the videos for the first ones that we did a year ago what the power settings were that we used for the wood engrave. And so Cameron is taking what we did for the cookie press, but only doing one pass, because we did about 3 millimeters of depth with the cookie presses that are also maple. Oh good, you remembered to unmirror this. I forgot to tell you. And the depth on this isn't critical, it's just, you know, it won't be used to make an impression. So I think this will be fine. Yeah, I think that'll be just fine. So there you have it.